to go on.
And did you say companies that want to produce?
Companies in Oregon who have wanted to do geothermal, solar, wind. When they've done wind, they've decided for where they can do the wind farm, but they're sued and it's stopped for them to run the power lines to get it to the grid. They've been stopped from doing wave generation. Is there anything the state itself can do to allow that to move on?
Well, I'd comment a little bit, but you may have some additional information that I certainly would like to have. We have had a huge expansion in our wind farms. If there's places where they've been blocked by unable to run the cabling, I certainly would like to learn as much about that as possible.
We've had a few companies that expressed great interest, but they've been sued or threatened with major lawsuits where they should have, but it's not worth it.
Well, I can tell you, if you drive up over to the top toward Fossil and Condon, boy, in the last just couple years, there's been huge installations. Now there was a debate over how close the turbines could be to the edge of the Columbia Gorge in terms of site.
That's
a pretty minor little piece of the picture, but there may be other bigger pieces. I was just down in Klamath Falls where they have a new geothermal operation. They're going to heat completely one of their buildings and operate their building off geothermal. There's a company that's done a number of geothermal sites. I think we could do a lot more. Again, that's why we passed these green energy tax credits. I would really like to see us have...
If all that viable, do we really have to get tax credits to get somebody to do it?
You know, I think it is very useful. I'll just share my opinion on this and then I'll open it. I think these credits help bring those industries to Oregon where we have a natural opportunity. We have all four: solar, wave, wind, and geothermal. And plus, the great opportunity in cellulosic ethanol. So really, major opportunities. So we want them to come here. We want them to bring their scientific teams here. We want to produce the technology and sell it to the world, produce the products and sell it to the world, and have it be a really strong part of Oregon's economy. I think with our conservation, our environmental ethic, combined with our natural resources here, we're primed to be on the forefront of the world in these areas, and we want to make that happen and not get outpaced. You know, and here's the thing, we're in competition with Germany and Spain. They subsidize those industries enormously and got the head start on this. So where do our wind turbines come from?
I would just add too, you got to think of these tax credits as like jump starting the battery on a car. We don't look at these.
Electrical system, you don't have to jump start.
Woo! No, what I'm saying is nobody intends for these to be permanent fixtures. These are things to help start an industry that we hope will be a self-supportive industry and not need the tax credits forever.
And I would just add too that we've been exceedingly successful, I think, in attracting green renewable energy to the state. For instance, in terms of wind power, Jeff mentioned Gilliam counties and surrounding counties. Our output in this state right now is just under 1,500 megawatts of power. What's that equate to? That's the equivalent of about 1.5 average nuclear power plants. That is an incredible amount of energy that we're putting out as wind power alone. In terms of
wind power is unstable. You get points where we're
no question about it.
You got to have another source to pick up when the wind isn't there.
Thank you so much, and that underscores the importance of a comprehensive and broad-based energy portfolio. And you made an absolutely critically important point. But in terms of the tax credits, just like Brad said, they incent the kind of additional energy output from green renewable energy sources that all of us want to see. And if we want to get to the point where we have replaced our dependence then on fossil-based fuels, then green renewables is going to be the way to go. And to incent wind, to wave power, those sorts of things, then it is a very, very good buy in terms of the tax incentives that we offer. And as both Brad and Jeff have said repeatedly, these are items that we need to constantly take a look at. And when a tax incentive no longer makes sense, then it's incumbent upon us who are in the legislature to review that and let them sunset.